Oh, we gotta peep. Everybody said this was like literally a movie, dog.
Bring up the same Steven Price!
Steven knows, bro.
now?
He knows how to cook,
Yeah,
bro.
don't have to say so. Rid of these. We're cool, we're chill, man. Hello and welcome to the Roast of 2024 live.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We've got a live audience, so you'll know when to laugh now, won't you? Stupid f***ing viewers.
Oh my god.
As usual during the roast, I'll be giving money to charity. I'm good like that, all right?
Yeah.
Every time I tell a bad joke, I will put money into this bucket for a children's hospice. So if I'm dying, hopefully they're not. Yeah, quiet
Put some
hands,
money in the
Max,
bucket.
quiet hands. I'll get it rolling with that. £2. Let's begin. 2024. At the start of the year, Rishi Sunak was Prime Minister, Joe Biden was President, and brain rot was just what me and the nurses called Michael Schumacher. It's for the kids, not you, Michael.
But he likes those kids.
The year began with the birth of dart sensation Luke Littler. It was big news when the unseeded 16-year-old made it to the World Championship final. Whoop-de-doo, mate. Try being a... try being a comedian. Try being a 23-year-old virgin. I got past a semi-seam and Nan's bra on the washing line.
Oh my god.
Talk about finishing double tops.
Oh my.
Know one of them?
No, not mate.
Bro,
After 6
Steven,
months,
what the
Jordan Henderson
fuck?
swapped the Saudi league for the Dutch one, as he went from Ajax heads to just Ajax. Elsewhere, Jeffrey Epstein's associates were revealed in court documents from a 2015 trial. The usual suspects, Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, and Prince Andrew were on there. But more surprisingly, so was Stephen Hawking. Strange! I thought the only thing disabled on the island was the
weird.
CCTV.
Oh shit. Why do I know that one and not the one before? I hate myself.
Elon Musk's company Neuralink implanted a brain computer into someone's head. Jamie Oliver was very outspoken about it, saying, "Putting chips in our body is very harmful."
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Instead, I recommend trying my new honey roasted parsnip. Let's just get
Heavy
it.
tongue disorder. Heavy tongue disorder.
At the beginning of February, King Charles was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. The poor bloke was really struggling to digest things like bread, soup, and his son marrying a black woman.
And running away.
Prince
And then
Andrew
get
also
left.
felt a lump, but sadly he was just watching Cheaper by the Dozen.
Oh shit.
Like Theo Baker's botched hair transplant, the UK entered a recession again. And to make matters worse, Rishi Sunak wanted to introduce national service with 18-year-olds doing a year of training in the army. Hey Rishi, if you want to see teenage privates, just ask Hugh Edwards. God, his
For the
ass.
rest of the
God,
royal
his ass,
family,
man.
fuck.
After Kansas City won the Super Bowl, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce shared a passionate kiss on the field. A pop star hadn't had this much fun with a tight end since the days of Michael Jackson sleepovers. March, anyone?
This thing is good, bro.
And not because it looks like a rally in here.
Most bro, it's because he's digging, bro, but he's digging and it's hilarious. Like it's completely different to make digs, bro, and not be able to put it together. Like the timing, he hits it. I really hope he starts doing like some stand-up stuff, bro, or comes out with a special. I feel like he could really run a special, bro. But I also really love that, like, it's not even like a sketchy style, but it's like it's kind of sketchy because he kind of like he's really good at going between things. Like I almost feel like he needs like a little show to where he can do like those segments like almost like on SNL where they have like the the news updates where the black and the white do go back and forth for a little bit, and then it'll switch and they'll do like another little segment and then come back and do something else. You know what I'm saying? And like just do that for like a little like 45-minute or 55-minute thing. Throw some ads in there. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? You got like a little hour-long thing. It could even, I guess, with the way TV works, it really probably only has to be like 38 minutes or something like that. But that could be, bro. I don't know, man. I really, bro. People gotta see Steven, bro. People gotta see Steven, man.
In March, there were some serious allegations about P. Diddy, or as he's now known, P. Diddy. Producer Lil Rod accused him of groping him, forcing him to engage in sexual acts, and spiking guests in his home, including underage girls. It's absolutely shocking, isn't it? Awful. The mind boggles, it really does. Why would you call yourself Producer Little Rod? Well, are you a garden gnome? Or a flash with a micro penis? I don't know why I looked at you when I said that.
I'm not a producer.
Meanwhile, in Glasgow, a Willy Wonka experience made headlines for their shambolic attempt at creating an event. Visitors are paid good money, but were met with shoddy design, cheap props, and out-of-work actors.
Damn. And we're leaving it?
After a Photoshop scandal, there were rumours Kate Middleton was possibly missing, although she'd had a BBL. It turns out she was actually being treated for cancer. Another one? What's happened to the royal family? Used to be the Tudors, not the Tumours. Yeah. Used to chop off
it makes sense though, because aren't they all incest?
Get a grip.
This fucker, dude.
Prince Andrew also noticed a swelling, but sadly he was just watching the second half of Benjamin Button. Yeah.
Hey.
Nice, they're good. In April, O.J. Simpson died. The NFL Hall of Famer was most famous for the time he destroyed the Browns by killing their beloved Nicole. That's a clever joke. It went over their heads. Google it. It's good. Her name was Nicole Brown. Oh, yeah. The Baby Reindeer series was a massive hit on Netflix. The show is about a struggling comedian who always has a big boned head case lurking behind him. Sounds familiar?
You bring me out for that one joke.
And after 352 days, the hardest geezer finally finished travelling the length of Africa. A runner hadn't been this exhausted since Philip Schofield discovered Viagra. Yeah.
That's a Mr. Beast video.
Losing energy, aren't they? In May, there was rap beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Kendrick alleged Drake was a paedophile, saying, "Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor." It was a bit similar to the joke I did about Vicstar, actually. Yeah, a bit too similar for my liking, Kenny. And if there's one thing that's worse than a paedophile, it's a joke thief. Am I right, guys? Anyway, Kenneth, here are some of the jokes you could have had. Spitting a verse isn't the only time Drake nails a tight 16.
Okay.
Drake's the type of guy to message underage girls and blame it on his ghostwriter. It's light-hearted, that one, isn't it, really? Alleged comedian and sex offender Russell Brand was baptised in the River Thames to repent for his sins.
Fuck.
Mind you, Jesus was nailed without consent. Now he's going to forgive you, you twat.
Nah.
And lastly, Donald Trump was found guilty of falsifying documents to conceal hush money payments to Stormy Daniels. Amateur. I found the best way to keep a woman quiet during sex is by mistaking her belly button for a clitoris. Works every time. Yeah, we're back to form there. Justin Timberlake was caught drink driving, but on the plus side, his breathalyzer was the highest he'd charted for 15 years. Jay Slater went missing after getting lost in Tenerife. There wasn't much sympathy for Jay, as his history was about as good as his geography.
You gotta punch everybody.
He was found 29 days later, looking like something from 28 days later. The Hawk Tour girl went viral after saying she spits on a penis before a blowjob. She now has a sponsored podcast and over 2.6 million followers on Instagram. I mean, what's the point, really? I spend weeks writing this shit. And I could just go out there and say, I gob and a knob and do better.
Or spit on a clip.
There really was options in there. There really were options there, bud.
If you ever take me on Instagram. Another video went viral when a female police officer was caught having sex with an inmate in Wandsworth Prison. If she wanted to have sex within cells, then she could have fucked one of you lot.
Okay.
Yes. In July, a gunman tried to kill Donald Trump during a campaign speech, but hit him in the ear. It was the worst shot during a rally I'd ever seen, and I've lost a banter match to a female dwarf.
Wait.
Joe Biden pulled out of the presidential election and was replaced by Kamala Harris. You can't replace an old white man with a black woman like it's some sort of Boots Christmas advert.
Oh, God.
England went into the Euros as favourites, but lost in the final to Spain. Many believe the man in charge was too conservative and didn't have an answer to the opposition's left wing. Satire, get ready for this. Speaking of which, Labour won the general election. Beautiful transition.
Yeah, lovely.
Wait.
Lovely.
Yeah, enough. Just like millions of homes in the UK over the last decade, the Tories were out of power. And good riddance. Just this year, they tried to make rough sleeping a finable offence, which is crazy, because lying in public is all those do.
Run it up, Steve. Run it up. Not the Emmy on in front of the
Olympics in
peasants.
Paris, there was controversy in the women's boxing after two fighters had high levels of testosterone.
Oh my God.
And since when did boxing care about chromosomes? Tommy
They're like
Fury has an
still
extra
in
one
the
and he's
news
still allowed
talking
to
about this
fight.
to the day. Oh, fuck. Steven, what the fuck?
Of testosterone. And since when did boxing care about chromosomes? Tommy Fury has an extra one and he's still allowed to fight. Nice.
That definitely
In
runs in the
August, there were
family.
far-right riots in Liverpool after a tragedy in Southport. For me, it was really sad to see. I mean, my nan was Scouse, and she wasn't racist, but she was a real grammar Nazi. And by that, I mean she put a question mark after Black Lives Matter. Naughty nan. Tommy Fury lost a split decision when Molly May broke up with him for cheating on her. If only he pulled out as strangers like he did fights, then we wouldn't have this mess on our hands.
Damn.
Or lower back or chin. I don't know where the guy finishes.
Oh,
Jermaine
fuck.
Genius was sacked by the BBC for sexting female colleagues. He was just trying to secure that coin purse. And former
that
England
bit.
boss Steve McLaren was named the new manager of Jamaica. In his first press conference, he said, "They are Stephen Trice fans. You know where that's going? Rah.
I'm too new.
Our team will play 4-3-3. With wings as tasty as the jerk chicken we would have makes.
Yeah, we were late for this one, actually. We watched this one right before the Netflix show. Nah, you gotta run that one back.
With wings as tasty as the jerk chicken me mother makes. But for the bad-minded blood clots out there, they want a little more respect for what I done in this game. World Cup
I needed to
soon.
just slow it down a little more, put more twang on it, bro. Put some more twang on it, Steven. Love a bunch of white people like, man, he did that. He did that accent so well.
Not mature enough. In September, Hugh Edwards was spared jail despite being found guilty of making indecent images of children. And the only time he wasn't looking at 5 to 7 years was when he got sentenced.
Damn.
P. Diddy's house was raided and they found thousands of dildos and bottles of lube. There was that much oil there, of course American forces were going to invade. Early 2007.
Went too heavy-handed there, mate.
No, you got that.
It's all right, I've got it.
Diddy was charged with sex trafficking and racketeering. Sex traffic? Talk about honk if you're horny. Guess which joke was wrote at 1 p.m. today? Phil Schofield returned to TV with a documentary about him going on holiday to an island.
You know, only
The
thing
show
about
was
Prison
called
Break whenever I hear
15-year-old
this shit.
Son, Sex and Suspicious Parents.
Oh, fuck.
YouTubers Mr. Beast, Logan Paul and KSI. Oh, you haven't missed much, man. Actually, you'll love this one. It's cheese-based.
It's drippy, mate.
YouTubers Mr. Beast, Logan Paul and KSI were criticised for their new food product, Lunchly, with some boxes containing mould. A couple of cheesy crackers and something past the best. Yeah, that sums those three up perfectly. Got the rest. Sorry, continue to do this too much. Elsewhere, young Philly was charged in Australia over sexual assault allegations. If guilty, it would be the first time he completes a sentence that wasn't repeating what Chunk said.
Shit.
Yeah. Talk about a repeat offender, am I right? Lily Phillips slept with 100 men in a day. In a documentary, it was revealed Lily has 9 members of staff. Well, she better get used to having AIDS around.
She definitely got something.
And lastly, former Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein was diagnosed with cancer.
He's a fucking weirdo. It's like all the Luigiani love.
But the good news for him is that he's set to star in the blockbuster Tumor vs. Predator. You also could have had Finding Chemo or Forest Lump. So. Yeah. In November, Trump was elected as the 47th President of the United States. A sex offender hadn't received that many votes since Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or. Although Kamala Harris had lost, she received kind words from Joe Biden, who said, "Runner-up in the election isn't bad for a DJ from Scotland." Calvin Harris, that's what I'm getting at there. Shit. He's old, he doesn't know what he's saying. YouTuber Danny Aaron announced he was going to become a dad. Although anyone who saw him box knew he couldn't protect his head.
Double entendre?
For Danny, fatherhood will be a big change. He's still so young, he thinks having turkey teeth makes you Muslim. Inshallah, Danny. Gary Lineker announced he was leaving Match of the Day after a quarter of a century. He was quoted, "After 25 years, I'm looking for a fresh challenge. Like a 17-year-old with big tits." Oh, that's the wrong Lineker.
Oh, shit. I'm talking about Gary.
And lastly, another OnlyFans star made headlines after having sex with 122 students in 3 weeks. That's cute, love. But David Cameron managed to fuck all of them when he tripled tuition fees. 50 grand I owe for a comedy degree. £50,000 to stand up here and talk about Prince Andrew fiddling kids. 50 grand for him to bloody hit the drum. He hasn't even graduated. 11 years ago we started.
Student lifestyle, baby.
Yeah, man. More recently, Greg Wallace was accused of making inappropriate comments and sexualised jokes during filming.
Oh, 117 for business.
Females had complained about him. In fact, the only time he'd heard a woman moan was when he was pumping them from behind. Oh, Greg. The CEO of United Healthcare was shot dead in New York. Silly goose, he should have taken cover. Yeah, it's cheeky that. And lastly, it wasn't just Destiny's Child that Jay-Z ruined, as he was accused of assaulting a 13-year-old with P. Diddy. However, he claimed it was blackmail. Oh, which one, mate? We're trying to catch a paedophile here. Anyway, guys, that has been the roast of 2024. Thank you very much. Take it down. Give it up for Max Smith. And give it up to yourselves. Well done, guys. Well done.
Aww. That's fire, man. Shout out to Steven, bro. I really hope he finds his next thing.